What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So sorry it's been a while since I've uploaded a video. I've been down here in Florida doing some fun fishing and getting ready for the first tournament of the year, the KBF on the Kissimmee Chain. Guys, I don't know if you can tell, it is freezing down here. Last week was beautiful. We've had 2 cold fronts move in. Temperatures during the tournament are going to be in the 30s in the morning. Like, these Florida fish are going to be so upset. So real quick, just to kind of update you guys on the conditions and the kind of what's going on here at the Kissimmee Chain. It's the air temperatures have been in the 40s to 50s. It's been raining most all of the week. Another cold front's moving in. The water temps have been anywhere from 52 to 59 degrees. I'm fishing offshore grass. That's kind of the main pattern that I have going right now. Specifically trying to focus in on the areas that have a little bit of shell, a little bit of hard bottom, good hydrilla, and fishing a lipless crankbait, a jerk bait, swimming a worm, kind of your Florida staples this time of year, and they're working. So that's kind of some of the patterns that I have going. I've even caught fish on a big walking bait. Caught them on a little bit of everything. I've spent several days on this lake making sure I've got several backup areas, and there's a lot of fish there, and despite the cold fronts, they've been chewing. I'm fishing the same lake and actually kind of the same area that I cashed a check on last year. Fishing slightly different baits, but if y'all watch my Kissimmee trail from last year, it's going to be pretty similar. I just think that I might even have a little bit of a better thing going this year. So super exciting thing. Guillermo, my boyfriend, G, totally surprised me. He was supposed to be hunting ducks the last weekend of the duck season in Texas, and I wanted him to come fish this tournament. He said he couldn't do it, but he just called me. It's Friday, and he's flying in today and ended up signing up for the tournament so he could drive back to Texas with me, and I didn't have to make that drive by myself. So super exciting, because over all the years that he and I have competed against each other, we always fish different areas. He has to borrow a kayak from me, and we only have one vehicle since he's flying in. So we get to fish the same area for this tournament. I kind of am going to tell him, you know, obviously he has 0 practice, has never fished this lake. So he's going to kind of be relying on me a little bit. But in case y'all didn't know, this guy, he's an absolute hammer. What's probably going to end up happening is I'm going to tell him, I'm going to show him, you know, where I've got some things going, kind of tell him what I've been doing. He's going to go out there and do it better than I do, and he's going to end up winning the tournament. I just know it. No, probably not, but we'll see. Anyway, it'll be fun. I've never, like I said, in all the years, we get kind of competitive, and I like to beat him, and we fish completely different areas of the lake. This time we get to fish kind of the same section. I'm giving him some of my backup water. We'll probably end up fishing the same stretch. I mean, I want to beat him. I always want to beat him. And there are times when I do beat him, but there's a lot of times where he beats me. However, he hasn't seen the lake. He hasn't practiced. I have things kind of really dialed in right now. So I think I'm going to beat him this time. All right, y'all, good morning. It is day 1 of the Kissimmee tournament. I just made it all the way across the lake. The wind's going to be gusting 40 miles an hour from the northwest. It's going to be wild today. So I don't know how well you're going to be able to hear me. I'll do my best. I'm basically going to fish the entire west bank and some of the south side to stay out of the wind, but I've got some good fish kind of scattered around. If I can get down to the southeast corner where the wind's blowing into, that's where my best fish are, but I don't know if we can do that today. So gonna be fishing a jerk bait, a floating rattle trap, Carolina rig, do some flipping if I can, a little bit of punching. That's kind of what my pattern's been. Fishing some sparse grass, some bedding areas, looking for areas that have that kind of sand bottom sparse grass, and I've got several of those. So if you watch my tournament recap from last year, I cashed a check on this stretch, so we're gonna see if we can't get some fish here. All right, it's gonna be a fun one, you guys. First tournament of the year, let's go. fish on the trap, you guys. Not what we're looking for. All right, we took a picture of it. Not big, we can do better. It's another 12-incher. Boom. Yeah, I swear these were bigger when I was practicing. That's a no on the spinnerbait, guys. Let's go back to the Carolina rig. Let's go back to that split shot rig. GoPro, stop recording. Jerkbait fish. GoPro, stop recording. That's a big, oh! Oh God, that was a big one. Oh, it shot off. That was a better fish. I don't know if it was a giant, but it was one you wanted.
I bet it was one you wanted.
Ah! Freaking big. What the flip is that? It's a freaking catfish. I got a catfish. I knew it was big. Should I keep it? Keep it? Get him, G! Good eater. Oh my God, I just threw my pliers in the water. That's gonna be a freaking big one. Oh my gosh, that's a bass. It's gonna be huge. Yep, it's a bass. It's a bass. Get in the net. Yes! That's that same spot I lost. to do something a little bit different. The bite kind of slowed down, so I just took a stick bait on a 1/4 ounce wave popping out of that grass. That's what that fish ate. Let's keep culling. It's a baby. Oh. Dang it. So came back to check these waypoints and got a bite on my first cast. Let those fish settle down a little bit. Let's see if these ones will fire back up, guys. Good fish. Oh God, that's even bigger. That waypoint is right here. Another 19 1/4. Let's go, guys. They're eating that little worm right now. Okay, guys, got 1 hour left. Really need one cold. Right now, I'm sitting in 4th place out of the 152. One cold is gonna go a long ways. I got one small fish. I think I'm gonna keep fishing this pretty slow. See what we can do. There's my carb. It's definitely a coal. Maybe. Maybe not. Well, guys, that's it for day one. Pretty sure I'm sitting in 3rd going into day 2, which is awesome. There was a single day event, like a trail series tournament today that I cast a check in for sure. So that's awesome. Made some money today. The big 2-day deal. Let's see how we do there. I'll talk more when the wind's not as bad. But we're gonna go get the truck loaded up and get the check in. Woo! Woo, you guys, my body hurts. I am so beat. That wind was insane. However, just got back from awards. 5th place! 5th place out of 151 anglers. Cut a good check today. Caught a ton of fish. Holy cow. They were smashing that lipless crankbait. It didn't seem to matter what bait you were throwing. I was throwing the Berkeley War Pig, but as long as it was gold and 1/2 ounce and you were working it correctly, today they wanted it just kind of lifted or ripped out of the grass. 9 times out of 10, they hit it on the fall. Straight retrieving or really aggressively ripping didn't seem to be doing the trick. The coolest thing about this, as I said, G surprised me, flew into Florida. I picked him up at the airport on Thursday, or on Friday, the day before the tournament, picked him up. He had 0 practice. He went out there, y'all, fished the same stretch I did, caught him better than I did, and he won the tournament on that spot. So we both, you know, and I caught him pretty good too. We weren't too far apart in totals, but to have him win the tournament with absolutely no practice, borrowing gear from everybody, and for me to cut a check getting 5th place, pretty exciting week for the two of us. So yeah, y'all, I mean, to get the opportunity finally to kind of share an area with G, and he's so dang good. I knew he'd come in here and he just won the tournament. I just had this weird feeling about it. He ended up throwing the lipless all day long, caught a ton of fish on it. As you all saw in the video, I was catching fish on it, but I decided to do something a little different, throwing that stick bait on a real lightweight and working it around grass I would see on my side scan. Produced, honestly, 4 out of the 5 fish that ended up in my bag. Caught those 2 really nice fish on it, and then a couple other fish that rounded out my limit, because the lipless is catching fish for me, but I wasn't getting the bigger bites on it. So I did my own thing, and that's what I kind of caught them on in practice too. Rotated between the lipless, the jerk bait, and that, you know, just soft plastics, light Texas rig, twitching around the grass. Seemed to work really well. So we're sitting really good for tomorrow. Hopefully we can go out there and do the exact same thing. I'm super excited to get out there. First tournament of the year, y'all, in my new kayak, new setup. Cut a check. Can't complain. Despite the conditions and crazy weather, tomorrow a cold front's coming in, so I anticipate the bite might be a little bit different, but we're gonna go catch them anyway. So appreciate y'all, and stay tuned. In a couple days I'll have the next tournament recap up and out for y'all.